Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to Cartoon Theory. I'm Weston, and I hope you all had a good 4th of July. Anyways, today's cartoon theory is, what is the inspiration behind Wobbuffet's voice? Many Pokemon fans around here know what Wobbuffet sounds like. He often sounds like this. Wobbuffet, Wobbuffet. See? I have a very good Wobbuffet impression. But where did the voice come from? Well, that's what we're about to find out. You see, I've been doing some thinking these years, and I think I have the answer of where the voice for Wobbuffet came from. I believe it came from another character from Pokemon who appeared in Tentacool and Tentacruel, which I might add, I listed as number 1 on my top 5 favorite Kanto episodes. You see, both Nestina and Wobbuffet shared the same actress, Casey Rogers. Here, I'll play 2 brief examples of her work with those 2 characters.
A super luxury hotel, the hotel to end all hotels! Wobbuffet? Why not?
Yep, same actress. The differences are that Nestina was a human, and it was one of Casey's earliest voices she did. Her first role was Jo in School of Hard Knocks, and Wobbuffet, of course, is a Pokemon. So I'm assuming that when they were doing casting for Wobbuffet for Tricks of the Trade, Casey Rogers, when she auditioned, wanted to use her Nestina voice for the character. And I think to the producer's surprise, her voice fit like a glove. And I have to agree with them. It's no surprise that when they did the episode Wobbapalooza, they knew the episode was tailor-made just for Casey to perform not just all the Wobbuffet, but also plenty of the female characters. Too bad she retired years ago. I missed her work on Pokemon, Kirby, and Fighting Foodons. Anyways, I have a bonus theory coming up. The question is, where did Wobbuffet's name come from? I ask because it's a very silly-sounding name for a Pokemon. Well, a few people have speculated that the name Wobbuffet came from the name Boba Fett from Star Wars. You know, because they had the same sound to it. Wobbuffet equals Boba Fett. Well, I'm not sure if the Pokemon writers of Japan even heard of Star Wars, but if they did, that's kind of interesting. But I have a backup theory on this because I don't think Wobbuffet's name came from Boba Fett. My theory on where the name Wobbuffet came from perhaps came from the phrase Wubba Wubba. That's the phrase Sesame Street often uses, mostly for their monster Muppets like Rover, especially in his all-star rock song Monster in the Mirror, where instead of being scared by his own reflection, he just went, Wubba Wubba Wubba. I mean, Wubba is a pretty funny sounding word. So, it's a slight possibility that people behind Pokemon English dubs have heard the phrase Wubba Wubba and decided to use it for Wobbuffet. I won't be surprised if Casey Rogers herself has heard Monster in the Mirror and sang it in her Wobbuffet voice, mostly in the chorus. You know, like, Wabba 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 Wabba, whoa whoa whoa. So those are my 2 theories on Wobbuffet. I hope this answers today's question with those theories. Feel free to let me know in the comments what are your opinions on Wobbuffet. Join me again soon for another cartoon theory. Bye for now.